Hi everyone. Welcome to Would You Rather, the number 26. This is like the second Would You Rather video, filming on a Tuesday afternoon for the second time. After last night's Gacha Resort events, thanks to Sadie, I am going to make her pay. I am going to make her pay tonight. And as soon as I'm done with her, there will be no more do-overs. Until, well, probably the next problem I run into in another boss battle is gonna be like 5 or 10 times as hard. So here we go. Start with the top. Well, at 1:30 we'll start with the top 10 decisions. So let's get started. Burning we're burning time. So let's get started. Start with our first choice. Would you rather have a boring career or have an exciting but life-threatening career? I guess a boring career then. 37% says they'd rather have a boring career. 63% says they'd rather have an exciting but life-threatening career. Does anyone else's career have to be life-threatening? I mean, what the heck? I mean, you want to work at a mall or some criminal or robber tries to rob the place or something? Or terrorist? That's just messed up. Would you rather double your lifespan or be able to think twice as fast? Twice as fast. Okay. 37% says they'd rather double their lifespan, and 63% says they'd rather be able to think twice as fast. Well, if I'm quick-minded, then I would think twice as fast. I don't know the whole point of doubling my lifespan. I don't know the exact points for that. It can be a difficult one. Okay, next. Would you rather fly like Superman or travel like Spider-Man? Superman. 57% says they rather fly like Spider-Man. 43% says they rather travel like Superman. Spider-Man, frick. Oh yeah, they'll fly up into the clouds. All the way up to space. Like Superman. You can travel by spitting spider webs out their fingers. You can travel over the streets just by shooting spider webs at your fingers and just swinging from building to building. It's a possibility. It's always been a possibility. What am I even saying? It's a superpower. What the heck? Would you rather use a touchscreen on all your devices or use a mouse and keyboard on all your devices? Touchscreen. I don't know what it's talking about, but okay. I don't know what it means by that, but okay. 73% says they'd rather use a touchscreen on all their devices. 27% says they'd rather use a mouse and keyboard on all their devices. Well, all I have is a phone and tablet. I don't know what to say about my computer though. So, yeah. So, so I'm doing mobile games, mobile live streams and all that crap. Twitch, YouTube, wherever. Next. Okay. Would you rather be able to control fire or able to control water? Water. 39% says they'd rather be able to control fire. 61% says they'd rather be able to control water. Water? Controlling water isn't all that bad. Like if there's a fire breaking out and you have the ability to control water, you would just take whatever water possible and just throw it on and just turn it into the direction of the fire and it just puts it right out. The fire, you're like a demon. Controlling fire just makes you a demon. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be that. Would you rather take a picture or have your picture taken? Picture. Ooh, 64% says take a picture. 33% says have their picture taken. Well, I'm in. Well, the only pictures I take is in the bathroom. I do take some selfies now. But when it comes to having your picture taken, you let someone take your phone and take that picture of you. That's what I do the least. Honest. Would you rather lose a limb or lose access to the internet forever? Are you serious? A limb, man. 57% says they'd rather lose a limb. 43% says they'd rather lose access to the internet forever. Internet is my life. Social media is my life. YouTube is my life. Facebook is my life. Internet and social media is my life, and I wouldn't give it up for anything. I'd rather lose one of my limbs. I'd rather not lose them all. Would you rather be able to visit 100 years into the past or be able to visit 100 years into the future? Past. 26% says they'd rather be able to visit 100 years in the past. 74% says they'd rather be able to visit 100 years into the future. Well, I'm not ready to visit 100 years into the future yet. Like, if I go 100 years into the future, it's like I'm ready to visit the end of my life. And if I visit 100 years into the future, I mean into the past, it's like I'm visiting 100 years before my life. The world before Travis Harper. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, gosh. Would you rather live in the 1920s as a billionaire or live in 2110 as with 50 grand, $50,000? What? The 1920s as a billionaire. 2010. Oh. 59% says they'd rather live in the 1920s as a billionaire, and 41% says they'd rather live in 2110 with 50 grand. I don't know how old I'm going to be on that year, and I end up with 50 grand. Well, it's a possibility. There is a possibility. I'm not going to lie there. But, well, it's 11th. Not 11. It's 131. It's time for the top 5 choices. Come on, let's go. Start with number 5. Would you rather eat 50 chicken nuggets or eat 6 Big Macs? Oh, jeez. 50 nuggets. 50 nuggets. Unless it's unless this is probably a McDonald's decision. A McDonald's decision. 64% says they rather eat 50 chicken nuggets. 36% says they rather eat 6 Big Macs. This is a McDonald's choice. If I could eat 50 chicken McNuggets. And who would eat 6 Big Macs? Ask Bill on the Violet First channel and see if he responds. That freaking jerk, freaking dingbat thinks he can eat Big Macs. Oh my goodness. Number 4. Would you rather be extremely attractive or be married to someone who is extremely attractive? That's quite the decision. Well, since Kaylee is the love of my life, I'd rather marry her because she is extremely attractive. 62% says be extremely attractive. 38% says they'd rather be married to someone who is extremely attractive. Well, I am. I could be extremely attractive, but when you have a girlfriend who also is extremely attractive, then you will marry her and just love her for the rest of your life. So I say Kaylee is extremely attractive. That's why I love her so much. Number 3. Oh my god. Would you rather be forgotten or be hatefully remembered? What kind of choice is this? I'd rather be forgotten if I'm gonna be hated. 66% says be forgotten and 34% says be hatefully remembered. Like this past weekend in the Cup Series, NASCAR Cup Series back in Las Vegas, Bubba Wallace is being hatefully remembered after that stunt he pulled at Las Vegas. That's what he's got to live with. It's so despicable. I mean, that's what the world is like these days. The world is just sickening. Like, my lordy, like, what the frick, man? But I would never be hatefully remembered. I'd rather be forgotten. Yeah. What's going on up there? Number 2. Would you rather fight Mike Tyson or walk in a tightrope across the Grand Canyon? Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Screw it. I'd rather walk on a tightrope across the Grand Canyon. Screw it. Unbelievable. 61% says they'd rather fight Mike Tyson, and 39% says they'd rather walk on a tightrope across the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is like one of the most legendary landmarks in history. But also, Mike Tyson is a freaking boxing legend. No one can last 10 minutes in a freaking boxing ring against Mike Tyson. It's an impossibility. I mean, if you get in the ring with Mike Tyson, it'll be your last day on Earth. Alright, it's now time for the number 1 choice. It better be a good one, because the previous 4 choices have been just so crazy and torturous. Number one. Which... Oh. There was a countdown at the bottom left corner. Oh, there you are. No. You kidding me? The X was behind the... I'm pressing X. I don't... I don't need the app. Get me out of this. Goodness gracious. The X was behind the green spot on the top right corner and I can't get to it, but every time I do, like the X was right behind the green spot. You see that? Like, do you see it? The X was right behind that and I was unable to get it, but instead I keep opening up the app. Like, I don't want to see it. Come on, man. That's stupid. Why would you put the X right there? Put it in a better place. Put it under the green spot. I mean, come on. Alright. Number one. Would you rather be unable to open doors or be unable to sprint? Well, sprint. 40% says they rather be able to unable to open doors, and 60% says they rather be able to sprint. Oh, rather be able. I said unable. What am I? Well, I'm thin enough to walk fast. I just hope at least I'm gonna be thin enough to sprint. Oh my gosh. Poetry. Kaylee shared poetry matters. Alright. That's it for Would You Rather. There is no expectation on that X being behind the green spot. That just made things so uneasy. Alright now. So that's about it. So have a great rest of the afternoon. Stay tuned for an SML YTP, hopefully. And get your resort. Do-over video. Have a great day.